Hey gamers, how you doing? How's it going in Gamer Town? How you doing, y'all? Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome, y'all, and hello. And also, welcome. I hope y'all are having a better day than I've been having so far. 'Cause, oh boy, it's been a weird one. And a rough one. But, you know, it is what it is. And what it is largely kind of dumb, but it's fine. Things are gonna be fine. Things are gonna be okay. I have to believe that by contract. No, but yeah. Hope things are going well with y'all. I'm excited to be playing more Pillars of Eternity. And maybe resolving this second DLC. Which would be cool. 'Cause, like, you know, progress. Making progress, you know? It's cool to do. Just doing my usual pre-stream, realizing all the shit that I should have equipped and such. Like, for example, I had this sword, Steadfast, on my main character, and I forgot to soulbind it. So, that was just sitting there, practically useless. Granted, I'm not exactly using it, but, you know, it's still extra useless if I don't soulbind it. 'Cause that's just power it could be getting. Beverage. But yeah. Stuff. And junk. I guess let's pop over to the game. 'Cause fuck it, I'm here. And let's turn game sound on. 'Cause I don't want to do that again. But yeah, I also gave Adir this very spooky shield. 'Cause that's cool as hell. So now he's got a soulbound club and a soulbound shield. That he apparently needs to do damage with.
Certainly.
So that's something. But yeah, now we've gotta go to the place. Gotta go to the forge and have them make a hammer out of the piece of Abaddon's hammer. The fucking god hammer. Hey! Oi! Funky! I'm sure that'll be a simple and easy task.
Such a strange facade. I've not seen or heard of anything like it, even in Air Glanfa.
Ma'am, you know why it's like this. Oh. Oh, hey! Would you look at that? Well, whatever. I figured it out on my own. Do I have to tell you to shield bash? No. Hey, love, what are you doing? Dude, just attack.
Try something else.
Okay, for that. And that's. Yeah, that's that thing. Just gonna go stab this guy to death. I get 5 fucking kills with crits, which
This thing isn't doing the job.
God, that's gonna be easier said than done. Oh. I guess the easiest way to do that, the best way to do that would actually be. Oh wait, I can't. I'm in combat. Can't unequip stuff in combat? What am I thinking? Let's do that.
It's done.
Because you have increased accuracy when you're just attacking with a single weapon rather than like dual wielding or whatever. And increased accuracy means increased crit chance. Bonk. Dead. One dead idiot. Huh. Okay. Well, I've explored that whole area. And my foot's asleep. Someone help. My foot's asleep. I'm dying. The foundry? Is that what I want? My foot's asleep. I'm dying, Squirtle. God, it's really asleep.
It's done.
Talk to Yadra? Incredible heat ripples upward from the white forge and laps against your exposed skin. The fragment of Abaddon's hammer grows warm in your hands, as if in recognition. It's only a fraction of the size of the original, but there is enough metal to create a hammer fit for a person your size to wield. In this forge, the fragment could be shaped anew. Do it! Call to mind every memory you've witnessed of the great hammer. Image coalesce and take shape in your mind's eye. You know every curve, every engraving, even as the shapeless lump of metal. Even as a shapeless lump of metal, you could see the fragment for what it was meant to become. Fragments slow to heat, even in the white forge, and quick to cool as you work it against the anvil. Sweat drizzles down your body and puddles at your feet. Damn, that's a lot of sweat. Your arm grows sorer with each swing as you forge the hammer until you can barely lift it. Minutes turn to hours. As Abaddon's hammer begins to take shape, the ring of your own hammer against it takes on a familiar tone, one that you have heard in your dreams. Each strike, an image flashes in your mind. It's hazy at first, but gains detail as the hammer begins to resemble the original. Over time, the image becomes a frozen landscape centered around a crater lake. Eyeless patrol its frozen surface in droves. It can only be the place Audra described. Kairon's Scar. The eyeless pause here and there when you strike and look up, as though hearing the echo on the wind. In the distance, as more details appear, you can see other landmarks. Stalwart, Durgan's Battery. And you understand where the lake lies in the White March, where you must take this hammer. Finally, with the careful etching of the last detail with your chisel, the hammer is completed. No sooner do you make the final mark than you feel a pure, radiant energy pulsing from within it like a mechanical heartbeat. There's indescribable beauty to the shape and weighing in the design. Feels as if this is the realization of metal's purpose. I can't read today. It's because my foot's asleep. I keep my reading ability in my right foot. You take up the hammer, and its power rushes over you in waves. It shakes your body so hard you nearly drop to your knees. Tremor passes, but the surge of power remains. The hairs on your arms stand on end. In your hands is a faithful recreation of a divine instrument.
I thought it would be bigger.
Fucking sweet. What's up? What's up, losers? Who are you? What?
I've heard enough.
Sounds of an argument reach you from the stairs. Damon marches into the room, arms crossed, while Wengra bounds along behind
This
him.
threatens all of us now.
Matron Berrigan lumbers after Darren and Wengra, flanked by two
She's
stout
right.
ogres.
We've got to fight together.
You also recognize Adaric following them. His shoulders are rigid and his arms are clasped in front of him. Wengra sees you and points
See,
enthusiastically.
Darian, she'll tell ya. We can stop them.
Tension crackles in the air. Darian whirls, cuts Wengra off with a chopping motion.
If she's seen them, she knows better.
What's going on
Someone
here?
killed a whole crew of hunters out in the wood. Tore them apart like dolls, insects.
Despite his steady posture, his eyes flit and flicker like flies, and his upper lip shines with sweat.
Something like the creatures that attacked my fort, perhaps?
Yeah. Berrigan mutters something to her escort, and they snort in agitation.
I told ya. All we gotta do is get him in range of these cannons, and then we blast him.
Is that Jimmy Neutron?
We don't even know what they are.
He shuts his eyes and breathes loudly through his nose. I do. They're the playthings of foolish and irresponsible
The
gods.
destruction my dreams warned me of.
Berrigan's gaze is distant with horror. Suddenly, she rounds up on Wengra and Darian.
And your greed and recklessness have brought them on us all.
She rolls her shoulders and bares her teeth at the two villagers. Rage hangs around her like a musk. They take a step back and square off against the ogres.
You burning our village didn't help matters none.
I think that's Jimmy Neutron.
It wasn't my clan that attacked you.
No difference. One ogre stinks as bad as the next.
Calm down, none of that matters now. Darian and Wayne grumble, shifting their feet. After a pause, Berrigan looks back at
I
you.
came to offer my clan's help.
Sweet.
The White March has been our home for centuries. We'll defend it alongside you.
Your aid would be very welcome. She presents an ancient banded horn in both of her calloused hands, holding it out to you.
Sound it anywhere in the White March, and 3 of my best warriors will be at your side. Your battles become ours.
Excellent. Sounds good to me, bud.
What's your plan for dealing with them exactly?
They're hidden at Kayron's Scar. I'll face them there. Gape at each other in
That
disbelief.
lake's notorious. Folk never come back from that.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll need all the help you can get. I have fewer men to offer than I would like, but the iron flail stands ready. Our siege weapons are at your disposal.
Cool. Can we just, like,
The same
bombard
ones
them?
you threw at the battery's walls?
These Eyeless will come for us all if they aren't stopped here and now.
Forget it. You're not bringing your army into our backyard. Tell him.
We need to work together. You fucking idiots. We need to work
Yes,
together.
you're right. Won't be anything left of Stalwart if we don't stop these monsters anyway.
God damn it. Fucking idiots. We'll assemble at Kayron's Scar and await your orders. Be ready, my friend. It will be a great battle. Oh, good.
Ahem. You know, those heavy cannons you fixed might come in handy.
It might not be Jimmy Neutron. It's close.
Hey, hear me out. Kayron's Scar should be just in range for those guns. You just point out your target and I'll do the rest.
Alright.
If those things are on the move, we don't have much time. If you're really gonna stop them, take this. It's the best of the ore we've pulled from Stalwart's mines.
Sweet.
It's not much, but it's good enough to make the old Pargrunen smiths proud. I'm sorry about what I said before. Just don't take it out on the rest of the village.
Who are you again? Bring. Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, let's look at this fucking hammer. Abaddon's hammer. Yeah, I mean, obviously we gotta bind it. Oh! Ring of the Ancient Forge. Grants destroy Eyeless on critical hit. Okay. Well. Okay. That's pretty sexy. So wait, where are these other things? Oh shit, that's a lot of Durgan steel. Do I... How do I call on them? How do I call on the cannon and stuff? I got the horn, I get that. Damn, that thing's a cool-ass hammer. Yet it still looks broken. Like, it definitely looks like it's that's a shard of something. What do I know? Fucking nothing. I didn't mean to take all that with a deer. So, Peregrine's Battle Horn. Okay, so that's all I got. Yeah, da 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 da, yeah, da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. Yeah, da da da. Finished 24 hours. Okay.
Oh?
What can I Durgify? What's worth Durgifying? Honestly, most of my shit's fucking like super shit already. Wait, what? I got none?
Certainly.
Sucks. Ha, I'm stealing your Durgan steel. It's mine. I don't understand how I don't have any more. But fine, I guess. God, I gotta pay attention to what fucking inventory I'm taking shit to. I don't need these masks anymore. I'll keep it there for sentimental purposes. And you can keep one, because you're one of them. Your armor. Is it already Durganed? Yeah. What the fuck? White Forge. Oh! Damn, really? Okay, so now I already have, like, this is already Durganed, but fuck. Damn. That really ups the value of Durgan shit, huh? You're already Durganed. I'll Durgan you. You've earned it. And that. I don't quite know how that'll work, because that would bring my recovery speed to plus 5%? Which I don't think is how that works. Travel directly to Kieran's Scar, I guess? God, I thought that there'd be more build-up to this. This seems like a bad idea. I'm not ready. Like, fuck.
Once more I am called upon to set right the gods' transgressions. It has become a tiring refrain.
Yeah, dude, I bet. Really? Are you fucking with me? Burning pitch trebuchet. Okay, heavy cannon blast. Really gotta fight a bunch of fucking Murlocs here? As if the giant nightmare monsters were not enough? I gotta fight a bunch of Murlocs? Fucking Chief Rending Maw, eat my sword and suck my butt. Oh, and the snow bear. Hey, Loth, what are you doing leading the charge? There's a snow bear like a snow bear. Wait, how have I... It said I 100%ed the snow bear thing. But it also said that I still didn't know what, like, their fortitude resistance was. So which is it? Did I 100% them, my knowledge of them? Or is there shit I still don't know? A span of ice flows separates two larger sheets. The flows continuously roil the water and bump into each other with arrhythmic cracks. Despite their unstable positions, the flows are packed tightly enough that it's possible you could leap across the span. Still, anyone short on grace and balance stands a good chance of sliding off the ice into the frigid water. Let's do that. As you work your magic, the water between the flows crystallizes into a sturdy lattice of clear ice. Given the size of the flows, it's unlikely to keep the whole span stable long. In fact, you can already hear a few of the larger pieces creaking against their temporary moorings. Jump! Your weight causes a number of flows to crack and shift dangerously as you cross, but the magic holds enough that you aren't launched into the water. With careful deliberations and cautious movements, you reach the other side safely. To the giant ice butthole. Uh-oh. Oh, you're the Eyeless hammer,
Yes.
huh? Well, guess what? I've got a hammer, too.
Great. I feel like...
This thing isn't doing...
Smack it. Hey! Oh! Yeah, they count as vessels! So her big sword sometimes just kills those, I think, yeah? Yeah! Oh, that's so sexy. So I've got two different things that can sometimes just fucking kill these motherfuckers. Oh shit, a Snowpiercer. I like that movie. I like the part where the guy hands Captain America a note that just says train. It's very fun. That's right. They've got the super death laser that just doesn't stop. Man, I hate the super death laser that just doesn't stop. Sorry, I just cannot get comfortable right now. I keep shifting in the chair.
This thing isn't...
Come on, someone fucking kill it. Wait. Okay. Something was saying immune as someone hit it. And I'm very confused about that.
Certainly.
Can we just not deal with the fucking Murlocs? Why aren't these things killing the Murlocs? And what's the tentacle? Who's that? Good lord. Please stop with the super death laser. I hate the super death laser. I hate it so much. Have to try something else. Fuck up the tentacle. No, it's, you two do that. You go there. What's with all the tentacles? Who said there could be tentacles? Wasn't me. That's for goddamn sure. I didn't approve of tentacle time.
Have to try something. Try something else.
Oh, God. God, there's so many tentacles. Hey, no, you attack that guy. There's a chance he'll just kill. Do that. There's a chance that that'll happen. That's very good. Ogre, you go attack that one.
Try something else. Woo!
This thing isn't doing the job.
What was that? So having two different weapons with a chance to instantly kill these stupid things, seems pretty good. Like being able to pretty consistently kill the Eyeless
Yeah.
before they're even at, 0 health is nice.
This thing isn't doing the job.
At least we'll be safe in the moon.
What? What does that mean? Be safe in the moon? Are we going to the moon?
Great. I feel like...
Do you mean safe from the moon? As in the moon won't crash on us? I don't know if I trust that. Andra's already knocked down one fucking moon. Don't do it. I asked him not to. Well, more actually, I guess I demanded him not to. Fucking prick ass. Weenie ass losers. Fuck you. Oh, damn, that's so cool, actually. I actually really like these things.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Like, these things are very cool, actually. Kind of fucking nasty, but in like a really cool way. Okay. Make my way to the crystal at the bottom. Should be easy enough. As long as no one uses super death lasers on me. Hello? What? Hair of Andra. Columns of water rise up from the pool in front of you, shifting and writhing, whipping air around them in a vortex. It can only be Andra's hair, appearing before you at a fraction of the size typically reported by mariners unfortunate enough to encounter them on the high seas.
You have done well to have come so far. I confess I was not certain you would make it.
Admittedly, it's mostly because of San Pellegrino's fucking sword.
But I do not wish to give false hope. The greater challenge remains in front of you.
Eyeless must be stopped.
Running through the core of this rock is a large growth of crystal.
Okay.
You will know it when you see it.
Will I? I'm pretty
A blow
oblivious.
to the crystal would reverberate through the walls of this place. Strike it enough and the entire structure would crumble. The Eyeless would be buried.
Seems cruel.
Of course, it would take a person years to cause enough damage.
Not with the help of the Eyeless.
Then you know what must be done.
No.
Strike the crystal with Obidon's hammer. The Eyeless will wake and come to its call. Join in striking the crystal.
Huh, okay.
They will cluster together and bury themselves.
Damn.
I have realized it is best that they should be ended, for within each of them is a small piece of Abaddon himself. Upon their deaths, those fragments and the memories they contain will be safely dispersed.
Okay.
I had not considered the dangers of allowing them to persist, until a watcher appeared at my abbey.
What aren't you telling me?
A single strike upon the crystal will not be enough. The Eyeless respond only as long as the hammer rings. You will need to remain until their work is complete, wielding the hammer until the walls come crumbling down.
So I have to die? You mean for me to die
Your
here?
sacrifice will be mourned, but your fate is already sealed. The Eyeless cannot be reasoned with or fled from. One day not far from now, they would kill you and level the Deerwood.
No, I get
I've
that.
seen what they will do. This is the way you can stop them.
Doing? Kaden, what is up with you?
And the truth is that you are marked by the Eyeless for a reason. It would be better for all if the things you have seen were forgotten.
Fuck off with that.
Crushing's a bad way to go. Maybe we should just hang ourselves.
No?
A clean slate for us and the world. Maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Watered columns drop back all at once. Pool settles. You see only the faces of your companions. Alone and condemned. Damn it, Andra. You fucking suck.
Craved, I feel like...
Have to try something else.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Don't even blowing it.
Oh man, I'm about to fucking die. And there's nothing I can do about it, because you can't stop the death laser.
Try something else. Spot up.
Let's, how big is this place? Could maybe take out
Great.
another one or two. Nope. Damn. Is that hitting me? Yes. Womp womp. Well.
This is getting nowhere!
God damn it, that fucking laser just sucks. Kill it.
Don't even blowing it.
God, imagine how much harder this must be if you don't have that fucking sword. To just have like a 25% chance to insta-kill. It must be like a pretty rough time. If you're relying instead on the critical hit chance. Like,
How may I help?
it's got extra accuracy and stuff, but man, Nothing. Nothing that equals just like a 25% chance. Okay, it's just someone there. Finished in 12 hours. Cool. Any more bullshit you gotta say, Andra? Yeah, let's go towards the shimmering light in the water. It's incredibly frigid. Yeah, no shit. Dive towards the shimmering light. Give me that treasure. Copper. Murloc Treasures, variety of coins, well-preserved plate greaves. Disturbance of the horde noticed by Lagu Faith. Murlocs. I'm just gonna call them Murlocs. Hiding from them would be difficult, but outswimming them would be really difficult. Let's hide. Oh, they spotted me. Fuck. Wow! It really did fucking maul my leg. Fix that?
That didn't work.
That didn't work. That did. Fart, fart, fart. Fart, fart, fart. Oh, is that the crystal?
What are you waiting for, Watcher? Some god to save you?
No. Honestly, I didn't recognize that crystal. I would not have guessed that was the crystal. Had the game not been like, look at this crystal. Look at it. It's the one. Ridge overlooks a broad chamber, half flooded with lake water. Could crawl down. Looks too steep to climb back up. Alright, well, I'm gonna die anyway. Oh! Hey, Andra! Can I give this thing the fucking...
Like that? Tentacles and all.
Hey, Andra. Surely this is like your beast, right? Can I just give the hammer to it? Like, can I give the hammer to it and have it do the thing?
This thing isn't...
Wow, my tentacles are so much smaller. Primordial. Damn. Oh, I can't use... I guess I was supposed to use the fucking thing back in, the place, and I can't use it here in the cave. That makes sense, but also sucks. Like, it makes sense that I wouldn't be able to summon cannon fire here, but also I want to summon cannon fire here. What are you doing? Attack that. Where are you going? Attack that! Okay. Can't attack it from the front? Or from the side? Weird.
This is getting nowhere.
Weird and dumb, but okay. Haha, idiot. Stupid Kraken. Hey, neat. Damage to prone enemies, or just damage to enemies. Taste of the Hunt? Oh, yo. That's really good. Oh, you can see the line. Okay, well, I don't suppose I can give it to my summoned ogres either. No? Uh-oh. Okay. Enormous crystal jets from the wall like a spearhead protruding from a wound. An army of reflections stares back at you from the crystal's perfect facets. It echoes the sound of your footsteps in soft ringing hums. Someone will have to take up Abaddon's hammer and strike the crystal. Whoever does it will die. Step back and consider this further. This is stupid. This is like Fallout 3 endings stupid.
You have led us bravely. It has been for you.
Your next life, they owe you something fancy.
Straight into the fire, then. Your chances aren't favorable, but at least you've learned to embrace the test. I told you I'd be good for you, Watcher.
You're a brave soul. Wish I'd met you sooner.
Okay. You have to hammer and swing it at the crystal. Perfect clear tone rings through the air and resonates through your teeth. Seconds later, ripples shiver through the water. Something big is coming. Give the others a final nod. The rest of the party scrambles out of the flooded cavern and flees through the tunnels. You continue hammering the crystal, each strike magnifying the last. The echoes build into physical tremors. Meanwhile, a heavier rhythm pulses through the cave. Footsteps, dozens of them. The others round a corner only to see a line of Eyeless advancing. The creatures stagger to the rhythm. They crane their necks towards the party, ratcheting back their piston arms. Cast mirror image. Aloth's likenesses appear along the tunnel. The Eyeless roar and lunge at the images. The party sprints past the distracted monsters. Fortunately, the creatures are too focused on the hammering to give chase. Continue toward the cavern. They maintain a steady tempo on the crystal. Eyeless gather in the cavern, where they batter the walls in time with the hammer's rhythmic blows. The ground shakes, falling rocks and shattering crystals splash to the ground. Party flees through the dark, rumbling corridors. More spellbound Eyeless shamble along with her, too entranced by the swelling cadence to take more than an idle swipe at the party. The tunnel narrows, light filters through ahead. The exit must be around the next bend. You don't know where the exit is? You just came from it. It's not that far. But it's clogged with rubble. Meanwhile, the ground drops several feet at once, and the tunnel begins rolling on its axis. The distant sound of rushing water echoes. Use a pry bar. There must be a weak spot, but it will take a practiced eye to find it. Is that saying it's a perception check or a strength check? Mahena. She can't find a leverage point. Okay. They're all too fucking stupid. Dig through with your bare hands, I guess, idiots. Everyone attacks the rubble, tearing at the boulders with desperate strength. The roar of shattering rock rises from the depths. The moon drops several more feet. A few minutes of furious work finally clear the passage. But Alof is wounded. Because he's a dinky little wizard. And not suited to manual labor. He somehow broke his arm. The moon shudders again. The party escapes into the ice just as another thunderous crash sounds from below. Eyeless continue pouring into the cavern from every visible tunnel and crevice. Your ears ring at the ever-growing cacophony of smashing rock and shattering crystal. Meanwhile, the water level is rising. A skull-splitting crack rends the air, and a surge of water knocks you from your feet. The entire cavern rotates, plunging you into freezing soup of jagged metal, torn flesh, and stone.
Soup?
Soup.
Soup of jagged metal.
Soup of jagged metal. I didn't write it, but you'd swear I did. The others dash across the lake. The ice squeaks and crackles, rocking dangerously underfoot. The sinking moon groans. Long fissures race across the ice. So I guess that this was... The moon they're talking about is like a fragment of the fallen moon? I guess I missed that part. Scout for a more stable place to cross? Someone who knows what to look for can find a passage. Well, fuck! Hey, no. She leads the party across the ice. All seems well until the party's halfway to shore. The ice breaks without warning. Everyone's frozen alive. They climb out, numb and trembling. At last, everyone reaches the safety of the shore. In the middle of the lake, only the tip of the moon is still visible above the ice. The survivors watch in silence as it sinks into the depths. The world seems to be falling apart in slow motion. You sink into the lake alongside the dark shapes of moon fragments and crushed Eyeless. Your limbs ache and your lungs burn. Sparks flicker across your vision. Not sparks. Scales. Murlocs gather in front of you. You notice something unusual in their iridescent eyes. A spark of uncommon intelligence. You hear a whisper in your mind.
You freed us from our prison in Durgan's battery. Consider our debt repaid.
The Murlocs, possessed by the spirits of Maroon and some other dwarves, swarm and rush you to the surface. At last, you reach the shallows. You punch through a thin crust of ice and crawl ashore, trembling but alive. Well, dang. Ain't that nifty. I didn't die horribly. Oh my god, it just don't stop. Stand at the edge of the lake. The bobbing of the ice and the rippling of the water surface slows until you're looking at a moment frozen in time. When the world begins moving once more, it moves in reverse? What? The surface of the water churns and rolls like it's about to spew something up, and it does. A fragment of Ioni Brather rises, unbroken. Ice reforms across the surface of the lake, spreading in long, freezing fingers. Eyeless file out of the moon fragment and onto the ice. They wind around the moon in an ever-widening spiral. Then what was the point? They stop as the head of their line reaches you. They speak in a single voice that resonates with grinding metal and hissing steam.
We shatter and sink, discarded like worn tools. Why have you consigned us to oblivion?
You would have killed many innocent people.
We do not cherish violence, but we will fight to defend the legacies of this world.
The Eyeless stand tall, ratcheting their arms back.
In one hand, a hammer. In the other, a mace. We protect the greatest works of civilization, lest it collapse beneath its own weight.
Then why did you storm Durgan's battery 200 years ago? The protest is as sharp as squealing metal.
We would sooner sacrifice our own bodies than dislodge a single stone from such a place. Why do you torment us with baseless accusations?
Anvra changed you from a preserver to a destroyer. The Eyeless are still, but you hear their gears whir as their collective spirit ponders this.
Then we were betrayed.
What?
Are you just reading a book now?
I mean, this is how cutscenes are done in this game. Yes, you were transformed against your will.
And we were made to betray something we cherish.
You feel their bitter agony like a hammer strike. The legacy of the Engwithans, you mean?
The bedrock of civilization.
Suddenly, they attack the ice beneath them, slicing and shattering it with mighty swings from their iron arms. And where the ice breaks, ancient towers rise, blotting out the blue sky and white peaks. Anvra wanted Engwithan civilization forgotten.
Better for her tides to ebb and her seas to dry up than to cover a single stone the Engwithans laid.
The ice shakes with the fury of the Eyeless. Continue.
Each culture builds on the bones of the last. Yet many only look up at where they would go, never down at the foundations that bear them.
That's valid. Continue.
Like a mason who builds a listing tower.
The remaining ice sheets crack and groan.
What peril do they inflict on their progeny? And what dishonor on their forebears?
Hear the strain of crumbling stone in the voice of the Eyeless. The betrayal of memory upsets you greatly.
It is accepting a gift only to spit in the face of the giver.
Fair.
Every advance in the crafts and institutions of Kith was forged by skill and sacrifice.
You feel these words and the anger behind them in your bones.
A people cut off from their history will wither, and they deserve no less.
Then what do you suggest?
To pull the blinders from the eyes of gods and Kith. That is why we must return to ourself and restore Abidan.
What do you mean about returning? I mean that, yeah. What do you mean about returning to yourself?
When Ioni Bratha fell, Abidan lost much. His will to preserve, the memory of how and why he died. But he built us with fragments of his own soul. In returning, we can restore what was taken from him.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna let this happen. Very well. Return to yourself. And be the god of preservation once more.
We shall see this world and its people restored.
I support this plan. A great wind shoves at your back. Your ears pop and you feel for a moment as if all the air is being sucked from the sky. Suddenly it ends and you are standing in the snow looking over Cheiron's scar.
The Eyeless disappeared beneath the lake, their bond to Andra finally severed. With this threat ended, hope returned to the White March. Hunters returned to the wildernesses, and travelers to the roads. Tales of the Watcher's bravery replaced stories of monsters in the woods. The villagers of Stalwart busied their hands with work and their tongues with song, eager to seize on the promise of peace.
Neat. Ooh, mythic. Good fucking hammer. Damn. Well, I did it. Woo! So that's White March and White March 2 done, I guess. We did the thing and saved the day. I'm curious about the whole God thing. 'Cause Andra's probably pretty mad at me. And Abaddon, who fucking knows?
I don't suppose we could rest a spell.
I would imagine he'd be grateful, but I also don't really know. Because, like, I don't know how it feels to suddenly have the memory of that time that, like, your bud killed you. I imagine it's not a great feeling.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you? Top quality bear pelts on every bear.
Golden whale. Yeah, it's fucking... Let's take a little nap. And then let's head back to Caed Nua and I guess deal with another army that's trying to kill me specifically, as opposed to me and everyone else.
Gelade, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
That's valid. Okay. So I got some people that are visiting, I guess. Let's see what they're up to and what they want. My lord, I don't wish to trouble you, but I could use your help in a very personal matter. Call your... No. I added the word very. Just said personal matter. This is harder to say than I thought it'd be. My name is Odena. I fought in the Saints' War, same as most of my kin. I followed orders, no more, but between one thing and another, I guess I made a reputation for myself. They call me a hero. Every street I walk down, I get handshakes and comments. The dozens, they act like I'm some figurehead for their schemes. The things I've done, I don't get much sleep. The last thing I need is all this attention. All I want is some peace. Please, you're the only one I can turn to. Sounds like you could use some rest. Head out into the woods, you mean? I won't find rest in Defiance Bay. Seems like half my neighbors are in the dozens. Welcome to stay here? Really, that'd be wonderful. Just a little time away would be enough, I'm sure of it. Thank you, milady. Cool. Supplicant? Do you? Okay. Oh. Send escort? I don't know what this means. Damn, that's a lot of stuff. Ooh, I need those. Let's go. General
How do you do?
Show me your wares. Not what I was hoping for. Steward. What's the state of the keep? Word of Cade New is spreading far and wide. I expect we'll be receiving visitors from every corner of the world soon. I can't tell you how sleepy I am. I can't tell you how wonderful it is seeing this place restored to its original grandeur. Thank you, milady. This keep only reflects what you have done for us. A monument, if you will. I've kept you too long. Cool. Can I... Where's the fucking... party swap button? Where's the fucking... There we go. Dismiss. Who do I want? Who's got... Your quest is resolved, your quest is resolved. You I don't fucking know about. I don't know what your deal is. You I don't care about. Your quest is to go down into the pits. You're busy. Let's go for that guy. Hey bud, you're about to become a tank. Defensive. Utility? Oh, do you already have the thing? Do you already have... Yeah, sure. Ooh, spell mastery. Nature's vigor? Oh. That's cool. Offensive. Let's get you. You're using a spear, I think? Or is that a pike? Because those are different, apparently. Actually, no. You're using weapon and shield because you've got a shield. So... wood skin? Old beasts. Taste of the hunt. Yeah, that's what that shield got. It's very good. Very sexy. I just had it in my head what you were going to get. Superior deflection. Duh. Not even a choice.
Certainly.
Alright, what's your kit look like? Because I imagine it's bad. Seeing as I haven't looked at you in 100 years. God, using just a fine spear. That shield isn't even magic. Oh. Oh, it pains me. Oh, what should you get? What should you get? Elrond's jacket? That's just silly enough. It's just silly enough it might work. No, I don't have to see your fucking face. Yeah, I don't really actually have anything better than that, so, dexterity, quickness, faster attack speed would be good. Accurate one. Okay, right? Yeah. You don't have anything. There we go. Now you're actually, like, kind of tanky. But not, like, tanky, like... the... people who excuse communist war crimes or whatever. Not that communism is bad, but war crimes are bad. Controversial opinion, I know. How does that make my stats less? That means it opens up a ring. But none of these rings are good. So actually... It's not great. Unconquerable? Yeah, sure. Alright. Oh, weapons! That's right! You need weapons! 'Cause you have garbage right now. Pike. Oh, so that's the difference. Pike is two-handed. Spear is one-handed. There's a magic wand for you that's better than your shit was. And I don't seem to have a better spear for you. So I'm just gonna... Oh, shit. God damn it. What do you got? Evasion, hold the line. Oh, you don't even have any fucking special weapon skills. You're just using a spear because it's a thing to have. Okay. Well then. Let me give you a thing to have that's worth having. You fucking chunkle berg. Here, have this flail. Yeah. That just screams druid, right? Okay, let's save. Assemble the army! Morale is high and troops are eager to follow you to glory. Are you certain you wish to march? Yep. Will you accompany us? Yep. Let's fucking go! I already took out one army today. It was full of magic shit. It was a bunch of big 30-foot tall magic idiots. Okay. As you crest a small hill overlooking Yenwood Field, Lord Gathbin's army is a flurry of activity, scurrying to and fro. Even from this distance you can hear the drums of war beating their steady cadence, designed to intimidate their forces, while organizing the rank and file into battle formations. Marshal Forwin approaches. You've arrived just in time. Lord Gathbin's forces are beginning to move. An attack is imminent. Inspect your forces. Local militia constitutes the majority of the army, but your veteran soldiers have organized the ranks and walk amongst the young, unseasoned warriors offering advice or the occasional joke. They cheer, striking sword to shield as you pass, in thunderous approval of their lord. Among the troops, a small group of warriors shine brighter than the others. Crucible knights, standing tall in gleaming plate armor and armed with spear and shield. They stand at attention, spears centered as you pass. You pass a group of crag ogres, working themselves into a frenzy. They carve jagged wounds across each other's chest and back, their war cries echoing throughout the camp. Your troops give them a wide berth. A squad of Raid Saren Pathfinders make ready for the upcoming battle. War bows are strung and quivers are filled as you pass. One of the archers spots you and whistles. Silently, each of them place a closed fist over their heart in salute. Any idea what Gathman is planning? Well, he wants to attack you with his army. His ultimate objective is to face you in battle and to be seen defeating you. I doubt he's foolish enough to challenge you to single combat, of course. Alright, sound the horn. Get on the fucking horn. Marshal Forwin begins barking orders and your troops quickly form up. Gathman's army follows suit as Adiran war drums echo across the field. Within a few moments, the marshal raises a brass horn in the visage of a mighty boar to his lips. He looks at you expectantly. Hell yeah. Tonight, the ravens will feast on our enemies while we drink, fuck, and revel in glorious victory. Oh, I like that. That's fun. One sec, I need an appropriate beverage for this. But I'm not gonna say what it is, because I ain't fucking sponsored. Your troops bellow across the field, pounding weapon to shield as the marshal's horn sounds. Dozens of bowstrings twang in unison behind you as your archers unleash a hail of arrows at Gathman's army. The missiles hiss through the air with deadly accuracy, felling scores of enemies. In a bold mood, Gathman points his sword towards your direction, giving an unheard order. His infantry, shields raised, charge the field. Your infantry charges headlong into the enemy infantry. In the center of the field, the cacophonous sound of metal on metal is deafening as the two forces collide. The fighting is fierce and the screams of the dying numerous. Led by veteran warriors rallied to your cause, the troops fight valiantly and appear to be holding their ground. The battle thus far appears to be a stalemate. Then, a group of Adiran battle mages emerges from behind the enemy lines. They begin weaving their hands in unison with practiced precision. Suddenly, waves of arcane fire erupt among your troops. The acrid smell of smoke and burning flesh is nearly overwhelming. Well, fuck. From the left rank, a unit of Rauatai berserkers, clad in plate armor and wielding greatswords, begins to collapse the left side of the line. Ground is thick with the dead as they press their advantage. Meanwhile, Bleakwalker paladins, dressed in dark armor and carrying sword and shield, stride back and forth behind Gathman's line, rallying his warriors and exhorting them to fight harder. We need to deal with the mages. What's your plan? Oh, there's like a correct answer to each of these, and I don't remember what it is. Archers are good against mages, right? Accurate arrow fire from the Raid Sarens disrupts and fells many battle mages, but arcane defenses thwart some of the arrows. Shit, that wasn't the correct answer. The survivors retreat from the battle and move out of range, but not before hurling a volley of fireballs into your archers' ranks. Screams of the dying echo in your ears as the Raid Sarens are set off fire. Oops! Take out the berserkers. Ogres? Ogres should be good against berserkers, right? It's like attack like. The crag ogres fearlessly charge the berserker enemies. The fighting is brutal as both Rauatai and ogre warriors refuse to give ground, but the size and strength of the ogre shock troops proves too much for the smaller Rauatai. When the smoke clears, not a single berserker is left standing. Okay, good, good, good. Bleakwalkers must die. Send in the Crucible Knights. Once again, that's like on like. That should work, right? At the sound of the Marshal Foreman's horns, the leader of the Crucible Knights, a Justicar with a long graying beard, issues a challenge to the Bleakwalker captain. The steel-clad formations clash and battle furiously. Both heavily armored units fare well against the other, but the Crucible Knights appear to have the upper hand. Okay, everyone on me, charge! As the remainder of your forces charge, a horn sounds in the distance. A new contingent of warriors crests a nearby hill. As Gathbin's reinforcements charge headlong into the fray, his other troops cheer triumphantly. The new arrivals quickly join Gathbin's forces on the field. As the battle rages, your forces are clearly winning the day. Gathbin's army begins to collapse. Absentia! Lord Gathbin strides through the carnage, his elite guard accompanying him. I'll not have you take this victory from me. It's time I put you down like the dog you are. Point at him, make a throat-slicing gesture. Fuck this idiot, stupid loser. Where are you, prick-ass idiot? Oh my god! So much stuff happening already. Aloth, tentacle time! You, I've already completely lost him. Oh, there he is. Where am I? It's just so much happening. These things, they don't stop, keep happening. Oh, there I am. I'm stabbing him in the ass. Good. Let's just fuck them up real bad. Let's terrify their very souls by letting them know what hell awaits them. Let's tell them that hell is real and that they're going there. That didn't work. Fine. More ogres! Haha, idiots. Oh, and he's dead. Cool. Hey, idiots, you've lost. You lost, like, super bad. Buddy. Oh, buddy. Woo! Lord Gathbin lies dead before you, his army scattered. Bloodied and exhausted, your remaining troops look to you, swords raised high in victory, chanting your name. Absentia! 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 Holding the hem of his robes as he steps over several bodies, Chancellor Warren approaches you. Although his face is pale, he looks as if he will be sick any moment. He forces a smile.
Lady Absentia, while I'm grateful this dispute is finally over, it is regrettable so many lives were lost in the process. Gathbin should have just been reasonable from the start.
He gags involuntarily as his silk boot brushes against the severed head.
In any event, as the legal arbiter of Earl Baedmar, I'm here to inform you that you've been declared a Thane of Deerwood, and Caednu has been recognized as your domain. It shall forever be thus, and will pass down to any descendants you may have in the future. Of course, now that your claim has been upheld, you are expected to forward a small portion of any taxes you collect to your rightful lord.
I mean, I don't wanna, because this guy fucking did nothing to help me, but... Nod.
Well then, if everything is in order, it appears my work is done. Feel free to visit the palace if, on second thought, I'll come visit you. Yes, perhaps in a year or 3. Lady Absentia, it's been an honor to serve you. I'll be making my way back to Garen's Grasp. The Earl has some urgent business for me there, unfortunately. Should you ever find yourself that far north, feel free to call on me. I'd love to trade ward stories with you over a cup or two.
Woo! Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll take this fucking ring. I'll take his family ring and put it in the toilet. I'll take his precious family ring and put it in my butt. It's gonna be a butt ring now. Because he sucks. And I hate that guy. They who woke the stars. Glenfavins? Decades of War. 2 valiant dukes. Crack the cipher. Oh, I know who's sent for that. Kana! My bud! Okay. So that's that done. That's that fight won. And boy howdy, wasn't it trivial. That war, that army, way easier to beat. Though admittedly, actually, the other one wasn't that hard either.
Beautiful as the Anguithan ruins near my home, but your fortress is impressive in its own little way.
Right, well, we're gonna take a nap here, bud. Let's go with might. And now we can actually advance the story, which is wild. We haven't done that in some time. Oh, at the Mirror in Deerford. So let's head to Deerford. Alright. We took so long doing everything but the main quest. It's great. Let's get Woodland Trails. Hey. Hey, guy at the mill. Is anyone here to kill you? And or have you already been killed? Oh! What timing?
Put down the blade, boy. You scarcely know how to hold it.
Hey! Help me, please! They're insane! One of the paladins takes a step to the side, swiveling a face to you and Eska both. He sizes you up with a lazy sweep of the eyes.
Well, who's this? Ah, the foreigner. You'll have to wait your turn. We have a contract to wrap up.
Kern sent me.
Did he? How much did he buy you for? He can't have offered very much.
Didn't have to. Please don't let them do this!
Eska here can tell you, Kitha up in Stalwart love their petty feuds, forever at each other's throats. Add a little Durgan steel into the mix and you have a great many jealous neighbors. But if a nice family like this one ends up on pikes, maybe they'll sit down to discuss things next time around.
You used a drunk man as an excuse for bloodshed. You're pathetic.
And who in the blazes are you, godlike?
The one who just killed 2 armies. I've been asked to come save Eska. You won't stop me.
Alright, alright. You have my attention. Kill her first.
Fucking try it, big boy. Stab. 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 Oh, fucking... You. Two things.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Usroda! Have I killed anything with crit? Oh, wow. I've killed 2 things with crits. Eska stares at the fallen paladins. The dagger trembles in his hand. They told me they killed my parents. Is that true? Hope you're in the will. I'm sorry, Eska. I never believed Kern could stoop to this. That rotten bastard. He didn't intend for anyone to get killed. Who cares what he intended? I'm going to see that he regrets everything he's done. Revenge is what started all of this. It's going to finish it too. Here, I'm grateful you saved me. I am. Just wish you turned up sooner. Womp womp. And the wheel keeps turning. Ooh. Deflection bracers. That's sexy.
Beverage.
With flavors and ingredients. No. Nope. Where? It was gauntlets. Deflection. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't do anything? Oh, cause yeah, that's right, cause my fucking thing already gives me +9. Well, does someone else not have? What's yours? Accurate? Damn it. Wait, that wasn't it. Was it? No. No? Yes. Nope. Yeah, because you got a ring. Ah. Do you got anything? What's your gloves too? That's whatever. Who gives a shit? Wait, shit. Didn't know that happened. Hey, cool. Enjoy that, man. As now, you have way higher defense. Or, you know, notably higher.
Certainly.
Apparently my deflection was higher than one of my tanks, which seems like a bad way to do. Seems like maybe I fucked up on that one. But hey, you know, it all caught up in the end. And that's what matters. Except I still have higher defense, but, you know, it's fine. She's got a bird head. That means that she's fine. We could all wish to be so lucky. That's right, I have been here already. Let's go to this place. Resolve the quest with Eater. Adir? I always forget how to say his name.
My big brother's last battle. Wish I could tell you what we're looking for. Guess. Whatever 15 years of rain hasn't buried. You see my brother's ghost, you give me a holler, alright?
Can do, bud.
Reason.
Freedom. Okay. Let's find some ghosts.
I guess they cleaned up real good after the battle. This is embarrassing.
I mean, dude, it was a battle 15 fucking years ago. I'm pretty sure, like, rain and just weather.
Those face painters can't guard that place forever.
Oh, Liam O'Brien. Hey.
These ruins are claimed, friend. On your way.
We're just passing by.
Look at his talisman, Pag. Aothasian.
How about that? A godless sack of shit. We got a blazing corpse worshiper on our hands.
I wish I understood why sometimes the audio gets clipped. He fumes. He opens his mouth to say something, then closes it. He replaces his frown with a polite smile. Actually, they never found the body.
Only reason for the legacy is because the Duke doesn't got the guts to see you all slaughtered. The gods want you dead. Me and Pag, though, we done our part during the purges, didn't we, Pag?
Seamstresses?
Make your cracks now. Got no god or homeland to avenge you. By Margaret, this'll be short work.
This has nothing to do with gods, just ignorance.
Doesn't matter who it was for anyway. Country's better for the purges. Maybe we start a new purge right here.
Alright. I get to murder 2 dickheads. Always down to murder some dickheads. If I gotta murder anyone, boy howdy do I want it to be a dickhead.
A short work.
The tip of some metal object, presumes from a mound of watery river silt. With both hands, you and it begin digging in the mud until the object is dislodged. You close your hand around it and pull it up from the wet earth. The object is a steel semicircular frame, about the size of your fist. At even points around the semicircle, jagged points. Not the best writing. Jut out like tongues of flame, the rays of a rising sun. At the sun's center is a carved silhouette of a vorlus plant.
They topped the standards of Raid Ceres. Or did when Weidman was alive. Well, it's something. Just not sure what it gets me.
Dunward Row might be able to make something of it.
It's a thought. A lot of people would have touched this. Standard bearers a position of honor in most places, but the Red Sarens actually took to fighting for it, what I heard. Serious bunch. It's not a lot to hang hopes on, but hey, we were lucky to find anything at all. So it's back to Defiance Bay, I guess. Unless we spot my brother's bones lying around on our way out.
That does seem unlikely.
Certainly.
But maybe. A broken bridge lies before you. Most of it has crumbled into the river centuries ago, leaving 2 jagged ledges on either side of the water. You see a yawning passage into the mountain on the other side. You might be able to jump across the gap. Jump it! Clear it without incident. Mad fucking leaps! Okay. Oh, ghosts. Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm looking for cultists here. I needed to come here anyway to look for cultists. Swamp lurker? Slime? Swamp slime? Well, swamp my slime and call it a crime.
That didn't work.
How long till I fucking level up again? Damn. So long. 100 long. Ooh. Oh? I've cheated my perception so high that I see things before the game lets me see them. It's fucking great. Corrupted druid? Oh. That dragon shit's real good.
Spot on.
Ah, rude. Woo. Oh, I'm getting at some XP. Filling out my bestiary.
Craved, I feel like...
Hey there, how's your shield coming along? Eh? It's getting there. This thing isn't working. Okay. Ooh. Audra, delicious. Wait. Hmm? Guess I gotta go around.
Craved, I feel like feeling.
Arthur. I love that creepy sound that those, like, tree ladies make.
Craved, I feel like feeling.
I can't do it. It's a very good sound. It's a very creepy sound. It's very spooky.
Craved, I feel like feeling.
Oh. Funky little mushroom guys. Well, don't you just love that? You love to see it. Wow, they like mind controlled that dude. They mind controlled my druid, but like forgot to tell him to do anything. That was fun. And funny. Uh-oh. I said attack that. Kill anything more? No. Everyone else is too good at... Oh, hey! Kill 10 enemies with the shield? Oh. That's a bit rough. Okay. If you get sufficiently hurt, dudes get scared of you. That's neat.
It's done.
Oh!
Craved, I feel like
Hold up.
feeling.
Okay, it's safe. Everyone dunk on this mushroom. This dank spore. Love me some dank ass spores. Only the dankest spores. Okay, this seems like a place that I'll run into cultists. Though how they got in here without... Series of pictographs, simple but clear. Men and women raise their arms, suits of armor, same pose up and chisel into the bottom. Could just pick it, but let's
What have we here?
see if we can do something with that. Oh, cracker. Break my neck.
Great, I feel like killing.
God. This shit's so low level compared to me.
That didn't work. Need to.
That was just a kill, wasn't it? He's already gotten 3 kills with the shield. He's beaten 3 things to death with a shield already.
Certainly. Great, I feel like killing.
Woo! Oh, hey. Leaving their bodies to offer their souls and forsaking the weakness of flesh and enfeebling of bone. Barbarian godless succumbed at last. Uh-huh. You know, I was just thinking that.
Great, I feel like killing.
That's it.
Can I look at whatever that is? 4 egg-shaped stones sit atop a thing. Face the altar in the middle of the room. Is it something I can do something with? Or is that just like... Fun fact! It seems like that'd be something I could interact with. But... what do I know? Not much.
Great,
I'm very dumb.
feel like
Damn, that's cool. Oh, really? It's just unlocked with a fucking key? Huh. I don't like the look of this.
Great, I feel like killing.
This is wrecked. Audra grows from the central pillar and seems to spill down. Luminous egg-shaped stones are nested within the rippling Audra. Huh. Yeah?
Great, I feel like killing. Let's try something else.
Smacka smacka. Smacka smacka. Pot. Oh, it's a vase. My
Certainly.
mistake.
Great, I feel like
What's up, robot? So yeah, you're telling me that the fucking... leaden key just walked past all this shit? I find that hard to believe. Both of them. Like, I find it hard to believe that they just walked past all this and didn't get attacked or like at least lose some of their number. Fighters in iron, restless and fierce as the thousands of foes. Rain blight.
Craved, I feel I
Smack, 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 smack. Dunzo. Alright, I'm going to go AFK for just a moment because I must use the restroom. So, I'll be back in just a sec and we'll continue. Yo, gamers. I'm back. Let's kill some cultos. Let's fuck up some cultorinos. Or at least find out their secrets. Uh-oh. That's another one of them thingadoos. That seems like an exit. Uh-oh. I did more crimes. Did more bad shit. A haze of essence lingers over the body, as faint and insubstantial as a plume of dust in a rider's wake. Poetic. Yet as you draw closer, whispered instructions echo in your ears, and anticipation warms your blood. In a vision, you see the same stone machine you approached moments ago, but from a different height and angle, as though through different eyes. You'd heard rumors that some of your brethren were sent here months before, yet you see no sign that anyone has been here. In fact, the cobblestones are covered in a fine layer of dust. Ash. You suddenly know what this will cost you, and you are ready. The orders were clear. The effects of the machine in Cleobon Relog were wearing off. A child had been born not far from Deerford recently, its soul intact. The machine would need to be reactivated. You and your companions take up your positions. You share a final look of affirmation between yourselves. They don't know your name, and you don't know theirs, but you know that you're doing the work of the gods together. None of the rest matters. Two carved bands of stone in the middle of the machine grind into motion. They rotate in opposite directions, picking up speed until they spin like freshly greased carriage wheels. A wind shrieks through the cavern, accelerating with the stone rings. You press your hands to your ears and grit your teeth against the noise. You're about to shut your eyes when you glimpse new movement. Rows of triangular flaps around the machine open like petals. You don't know what's happening in the machine, but you feel a tingling at your extremities. Searing pain spreads through your body, a hot knife separating every tissue and ligament within you. All the while, it feels as if you're falling toward the machine, your stomach mashed against your spine. What happens next is too fast to process. You awaken from the vision to find yourself kneeling and gasping for air. Holding your head, you let the tiles between your knees gradually come into focus. As you catch your breath, you remember the strange scene you saw outside Saint Lys, where several robed figures fell amidst a howling bivouac. Looking at the ash scattered across the cavern floor, it is apparent that the leaden key has been doing this, whatever it is, all over the Deerwood. Uh-huh. Neat. So they've been doing crimes. Reflex 12? Damn. So they've been the ones causing the thing with their machines. You hear running water and see a small stream that carves its way into the mountain. A shallow bottom flickers and wavers just under the water's edge. But as you look toward the tunnel, the bottom disappears into darkness. From here, it's impossible to tell how deep the stream is. However, a faint light plays along the walls of the tunnel, The echo of rushing water suggests that the tunnel and stream continue for quite some distance. Wade into the tunnel. Take slow, sloshing steps towards the mouth of the tunnel, holding yourself upright while the current tugs at your legs. The cold water leaves you gasping, and as it rises past your waist, you fight to control your breaths. The stream bed soon drops out from under your feet, and the current pushes you towards the tunnel with growing force. Swim into the tunnel. The current pushes you through the tunnel faster and faster, tugging you downward. Over your head, a tunnel narrows and drops, leaving only a thin pocket of air. You take a final deep breath before the current drags you into the depths. Rays of light pierce the darkness, but the current is moving too fast now for you to see more than flickering glimpses as you speed by. You keep your hands in front of yourself and focus on avoiding the jagged rocks that appear suddenly in the darkness, jutting from the walls. A light winks at you up ahead. You're approaching it fast, but it looks to be the mouth of a second, smaller tunnel. You might be able to reach it, but your lungs start to ache. Grab the tunnel! You wrap your fingers around the rocks lining the tunnel and peer into it. It terminates at a dead end, but something glints among the rocks on the far side. Reaching it would be a challenge for anyone without strong lung capacity. Send Alof! Send me. I'm so fucking good at this. You pull yourself into the tunnel, executing deft scissor kicks while the passage narrows around you. At the end, you find a skeleton! Ah! With a hand protruding from its ribs. Handle protruding from its ribs. You pull it free and push off from the wall, propelling yourself back towards the main tunnel. Swirling and tumbling through the darkness of the tunnel, you at last see a halo of light above, and you swim and kick toward it. At last, your head breaks the surface. You gulp air into your aching lungs, and you pull yourself out to the edge of the pool. Crawling over the water, you look at the cavern around you as you massage feeling back into your aching, cold-numbed limbs. Neat. So what's that? A morning star, huh? Well, I got no one that uses those, so womp womp. Oh. Oh, this just brought me back here? Not even all the way out? A little disappointed we didn't get to kill any cultists. Well, I guess it makes more sense now of how all this stuff was blocking the way. It's because the cultists were here like a while ago and stuff is repopulated. Also, there were only 2 cultists. Which makes it much more likely that they could sneak through. Hi, dear.
Now here's something. Craved, I feel like feeling.
Oh, rip. Hey. What's this, some kind of armor? Some kind of armory? Some kind of memento armory? Ha ha. Tiny animat. Tiny animat, tiny animat. Where is a tiny, tiny animat? Need a little friend. What was that other thing I got? It was a shield. Probably better than what you got, buddy. Retaliation? What's that do? Nice. Do I have anything to make this better? No! Look at the little guy. Little friend! That's very good. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay. Trying to decide on the next move. Like, oh, what? The warriors turn as you exit the ruin, their painted faces betraying shock and anger. Trespasser, you shall die for desecrating these stones. What if I told you it was a misunderstanding? It's just a humorous misunderstanding, y'all. Dude, hit him.
Hey.
How you doing on killing stuff? Damn. Very good. You? Huh?
Certainly.
What are you talking about? I guess I should have gone out the other way, but you know, like you know, sometimes it's just like I don't know why I'm making this noise. But it certainly is a thing that's happening.
I'm with you, Horavius.
Nice of you to say that. I was on the road alone for years, and I'm happy to have company for a change.
In about Orleans. Face of skin, let him in. Face of hair, best beware. But you're more like a skin-faced Orlan.
Are you fucking kidding me? Well, my tribe has a saying, head of brunette, they're all set. Head of blonde says everything wrong.
I meant it as a compliment.
Oh dear. That's racist as fuck. Oh, I can't. Okay, so where? Graf's Rust. Am I about to walk in on a murder? I might be about to walk in on a murder. I hope I'm not, but it's probably gonna happen. Oh, hey, Kern. Wait, villager barely injured? Why at all injured? How?
I never meant for any of this to happen.
Found the Bleakwalkers.
You did? What happened?
I dealt with the Bleakwalkers. Hattie and Elwina were killed, but Eska is alive.
Gods, Hattie, but Eska lives? You've saved him? Then for that I owe you everything. Can't ever make any of it right, but I'll try. Here, take this, and thank you for sparing me a final stain upon my soul.
Wait, I don't get to, like, warn you about the guy that's gonna kill you? Okay. Well, can't say I didn't try. That's officially not my problem anymore, I guess. It's... God, it's so fucking... And 27 minutes, thanks for that. 1 day, 10 hours, and 27 minutes exactly. Precisely how long it will take. Okay. So let's see if these folk can't help Adir with his thing. And also maybe we'll report to them what we learned. Hey, Curran.
Greetings.
I want to trace a man who might have touched this.
From a war standard, yes? Raid Ceres? Yes, I believe I can be of assistance here. The imprint isn't fresh, but it is well preserved for the most part. If you're looking for someone, your rather unusual gift may be of value here. Images can be fleeting. Your target will be easier to identify by the makeup of his soul. I will share what I see. It will be to you to make sense of it. I think they were supposed to be up. You'll pardon my presence in your mind, all for a good cause. Now, clear your mind of all wayward thoughts.
Close your eyes and concentrate. The sun is bright in your mind's eye, warm with the pulse of collective experience and noisy thoughts of the past, of battle, of faith, of home. You drift from voice to voice, thought to thought. Adir's soul, a vibrant signature with which to locate his brother. One voice stands out amidst the din, brassy and earnest. A shade brighter than Adir's, but unmistakably of the same construction. You have no image of its owner, but his journey is imprinted within the points and curves of the steel sun, and in your mind it opens before you as a path stretching both southward to Gilded Vale and northward over the uneven terrain that joins the Deerwood to Raid Ceres. You trace the path back to its origin, far back as you can find, gliding over plains and hillsides to a one-room home in Gilded Vale with a thatched roof and a dirt floor. The path is faint here, its distance in time rendering images blurry and details scarce. From Gilded Vale it follows a road towards Magmar Bridge, reaching the gates of Defiance Bay before diverting abruptly, cutting northward in a beeline for Raid Ceres. The path leads to a Raid Ceres city, regal and austere in the Adir imperial style. Its It winds through streets and climbs a grand set of stairs into a stately building, passing through pointed archways into what appears to be a throne room. Upon the throne sits a man whose head is pure, blinding light, and as its gaze turns to you, the light drowns out all else. Its voice carries the force of thunder, but its words are impossible to make out in the imprint. Echoes of echoes. The voice and light fade, the path bends backward, carrying you along to a barracks, then back southward, marching into Deerwood, and skirmishing along the way. Upon one battlefield, the imprint is vivid. You see a Raid Saren standard topped with a steel sun, clutched in the hands of a fallen soldier. You see a young man in Raid Saren armor with a deer's straw-colored hair race toward the standard and lift it. The path you've been following, clear to see beneath his feet. And as his hand brushes the steel tip, you hear his thoughts racing in a blur, and they are of his god and his country, and a brother he hopes is far away from this place. In an instant, the thoughts are gone, as well as the man, and the standard is passed to another soldier. You pick the path up again as it meanders south and disintegrates. In the shadows of Cleoban Relog, you open your eyes.
Looks like you were working real hard there.
Your brother got as far as Defiance Bay before turning to Raid Saris instead. He met Waidwen there, then he enlisted. What do you talk about with Waidwen? I don't know.
That metal sun, my brother touched it. You saw where he went. Now what'd he talk about with Waidwen? Why'd my brother fight for Raid Saris?
I wish I had something better to tell you.
I guess that's it.
Find some other way to know why he did what he did. I don't think we will.
Look for more war relics? We were lucky to find this one. Soldiers that fought with him are long dead. The battle was a massacre. Whatever Aethys knows, he's not talking to anyone.
We can go now. I've seen what I needed to see. I wish I could have been of more help. You have my sympathies. As often as an item shows us what we need to know, it will disappoint. My files are full of cases that have run cold. On bad days, I often think of leaving, applying my skills to something less confounding. Nature's Balm? Yeah, let's go with that. And how close am I to Sorry, dear. Oh wait, I was gonna... Yeah, whatever. My cat is so sleepy. He's a sleepy little man.
You know, Durance, just because you follow the goddess of fire doesn't mean you need to literally consume everything you come across.
The fire is a favor I grant to those I meet. It makes them stronger, or it ends them mercifully if not.
The remaining unemptied beer steins of the Deerwood quake in fear.
Alright, got anything going on? Visitor. Woodland trails.
Say, I'm impressed.
Neat. Let's get the lab then, I guess. Oh, cracker, cracker. Wait, what? Yeah, I'll buy it. Oh, fuck, that's... That's the person that I've already dealt with. Womp womp.
Gelade. Well done. It's in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
What's... Do I even have a fucking quest for... I don't think I have a quest for, what's this fuck? Oh shit, do I really only have? So I'm gonna... swap him out for Sagani, who I do have a quest for. She looks so silly with a monocle. Oh, why'd I do that to her? Oh, that's fantastic. Arms bearer. Next level. Swift aim? No. Master's Call. One per rest. That thing dies in like a hit. Like, it's... The fucking animal companion is so fucking garbage. I don't know what kind of bow you're using. But odds are, it's not very good. God, you don't even have shoes. Okay. What can we give to you? That looks silly. does that do? Plus will, so... God, her defense is so bad. Reflex, I guess. What's that? Oh. Okay, that ring's doing nothing for her. These boots are doing nothing for her. So I guess that. God, and her hat's doing off will. What was I doing with her? What the fuck? Everything's just the same bonuses. I equipped her so poorly. Of will, of reflex. Lord's authority. Burden? Oh. Clarity? What's that do? Oh. Yeah. It's actually good. And freedom. Freedom. Okay. And what's this? Hunting bow. Freezing lash and accurate. That all? Do I have a better hunting bow or war bow? Says war bow. I've got exceptional. Yeah, that's kind of better. Maybe a hunting bow? I've got something better? Maybe? Probably not. That's what she had. Reliable? Yeah, let's go with that. That looks better. And can I do anything? She's from Icetown. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. I guess let's go back to stupid fucking place, because I forgot that I do, in fact, need to report to her. I thought I still had one other place to go to. Oh, cool. Vithrak will be attacking me in 4 days. Awesome. Alright, let's talk to this old fucking lady. Hey, Lady Webb. You'll never guess what I found out.
There's your search.
Something I can tell you.
Well, let's hear it.
They're manipulating the group of Angwithan machines. Seem to be calling the Hollowborn.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them. How naive I've been.
Yeah.
The Leaden Keys conspiracy is clear now. They have used Angwithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame Animancy for it. As we speak, the Duke is holding hearings in the palace. He is listening to arguments for and against Animancy.
Oh wow, have I not seen this already?
He is expected to decide whether to outlaw it. It seems the Leaden Key has been pushing Deerwood down this path for some time. I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment. Our Duke must hear what you have to say. Unfortunately, the hearings are closed to the public, which makes the Duke inaccessible until they are completed.
Rip.
However, certain groups have been invited to attend. You might get in with one of them if you aren't above a little pandering. There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, and from House Dominel. If you can gain the support of one of those groups, that may be your best way in. See what you can arrange. What of them?
Wouldn't they allow a guest of Dunnard Road in?
We would only do that as a last resort. Walking in with one of the 3 invited groups puts you in a position of influence. Walking in alone as a representative of Dunreed Row would earn you distrust among all the rest. It seems our organization has a reputation for nosiness and manipulation for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's weird, huh?
It would be best if people did not see Dunreed Row's hand in this. Easier for them to embrace the truth.
Yeah, alright. Okay, well. Weird that I'm not invited as, like, the, not Earl, like, Countess? I don't know. Like, you'd think I'd be allowed in, because this is relevant to me and my shit. And this is, you know, my backyard. I am the Lady of Caed Nua. So alright, let's talk to these knights, since, you know, they're the group I've allied with. Even if I don't really give that much of a shit about them. Hey, you. Nope. Resolve. Commander. I understand the Crucible Knights are attending the Animancy hearings.
Indeed.
Thus.
Duke Avar looks to the Knights for prudent counsel as well as defense. I suspect our future as a city and a nation will depend in no small part on how we handle this matter.
What do you think of it?
We'd be fools not to investigate it further. I've seen what those researchers in Brackenberry can do, building constructs, diagnosing soul maladies, harnessing raw essence. There's great potential. Detractors say that it's too dangerous, that it angers the gods. Superstition and nonsense. There are risks to delving into souls, of course, but the greater risk lies in doing nothing at all while the legacy eats away at us.
I need an audience with them.
And we'll be glad to have you with us. Avar will no doubt find your presence persuasive, and we need all possible support to see that he gives Animancy a fair chance.
Indeed, or indeed, lie. I'll make sure he sees reason. Nope. Can't I just go there? Can't I just, like, go to the place? Be like, hey, I'm here with these guys. And they'll be like, hey.
How's the
cool.
hand?
I'd have to cut it off.
I warned you not to pet him.
Dear, why are your lines broken?
I don't have any wine.
Boo. That's not true. What about all the lines of Coke?
Oh, see, I said wine.
Oh.
Like, the booze.
I can only kind of half hear you on account of headphones.
No, that's fair. Sleepy boy.
All right. Okay. Hey lady,
How
I got
fares
the
your
thing.
search?
Tell me about Theos.
I've told you everything you need to know.
But not
It's
everything.
only right that you know everything.
Yeah.
When I was younger, before Dunreed Row, I had many suitors. These were fine-looking men of good stock. But I could see their thoughts, and they were unimpressive. Boys' thoughts. I toyed with their affections. I resented all of them.
Fair.
And then I met a man whose mind was a mystery to me. But he understood me. He knew me at a glance. Told me things I didn't know about myself. He was neither handsome nor charming. He was all I ever wanted. We made a game of my gift. He would ask me about people, and I would tell him what they were thinking. Sometimes the information was very sensitive. And then one day he asked me if I trusted him. I said I did. Next I knew I was donning a silver mask and swearing oaths to Woodica. Using my gift for the leaden key still felt like a game to me, so I did it. I did it because it pleased him.
I don't like living in the dark. It's powerless, hopeless feeling. Every day I did things without knowing their purpose. Every day I loved a man without knowing his thoughts of me. I sensed that there were things he wanted to tell me. I sensed that he knew everything the leaden key was created to hide. But this was unyielding. One day I disappeared without a word. He would kill me for it, and I knew that. It's their rule. I just wanted to see him plunge the knife, because then I would know. But the day never came. He has left me to wonder. I have devoted my years to learning everything I could about him, in hopes I would find some clue as to who he really was, and why he felt he had to keep his secrets locked away. I have precious little to show for it, just an old woman nagged by old thoughts.
And that is truly everything I can tell you about Theo.
God, why is...
I hope you will accept this embarrassing story.
Why is...
Show of my good faith.
Why are your lines all chopped?
What of them? Good. Avar Wolfgren looks to the Crucible Knights as a voice of reason and order. Speaking from their section should lend you credibility with him. You need waste no more time here. Get to the palace. Make
You've
your
already
case
wasted
to
my
the
time
king.
here.
With him on our side, all of Deerwood can be mobilized against the leaden key, and Theos can be rooted out. I only wish I could be there to see it. There is a very old bottle of a very good brandy that I have been saving for a special day. If you hurry back afterward, there may be a little left for you. Off with you. You're going to do very well in there.
I'm sure everything will be fine and nothing will go wrong. We'll unmask the bad guys, and goodness and justice will prevail. I'm absolutely certain that this is how it will happen. And that nothing unfortunate or unforeseen will stand in our way. Weird that this meeting is happening at like midnight. And it's happening at midnight because that's the time I happen to show up to it. What time is it? Hour 2. So it's 2 a.m. Oh wait, what? Assassins? Shit. That's unfortunate. Better stab him to death. He exploded! Actually, you two stop. Oh. Well. Scrawled note. Oh. A concise but detailed description of you, including your name, your distinguishing features, and everyone you're known to have associated with. Sorry, all those people. Admittedly, I do stand out. What with my fucking weird god
head. Oh, the upper floor? I'm not allowed, like, in the meeting? Fine, fine. Time to watch as everything's good. The room below is animated amidst the heated debate. Which is weird, because again, it's like 3 a.m. All the representative groups are easily discerned in the crowd. Crucible Knights, stiff in their noisy armor, sit in one section. In another, well-dressed members of House Dominel, casual, watching with a predator's interest. Still elsewhere are the ramshackle dozens, who have made no special effort to dress up for their liege lord. Interspersed are animancers in their academic robes with expressions either sour or concerned.
Well then, answer me this, Master Barash. If you Animancers represent our best hope to cure the legacy, what progress can you demonstrate?
Oh!
Ramir de Barask is originally from Palminia. He's one of the finest minds in Animancy to come out of the Valian Republics. He left for Defiance Bay 5 years ago, because he believed this was the true heart of Animancy research.
In her words, and the way she looks at her countrymen, you sense both pride and mild sense of frustration.
As I've said, it isn't about progress, it's about potential.
My house would agree, Your Grace. We see great potential in its future.
And I suppose your blazing profits during the legacy don't have nothing to do with that, do they, Dominel? You can't have it both ways no more! Animancy goes, or this country goes!
So you admit, Master Barask, that Animancy is no closer to stopping the legacy than it ever was.
No, we've had many promising experiments. Cadman Azo has shown...
Cadman Azo murdered a child. For a complete failure. We should be hanging him right now for what he done. The dozens won't stand for it.
The experiment failed, yes, but his work...
Ah, our new delegate from the Knights of the Crucible. What makes you say sabotage?
I met a false patient in Brackenbury who tampered with the machinery.
The fuck's that even matter? These are people who would toy with the lives of our children.
Indeed. Even assuming there was sabotage, is this Animancer Azo not still accountable here?
This is a responsible scientist who was manipulated. Ish. How can you call him responsible? You saw the state of the sanitarium.
Horseshit. These Animancers can't be trusted. Look at what happened in Heritage Hill. Our supposed protectors from Crucible Keep can't even clean up the messes Animancy leaves.
Your Grace, we'd have a much easier time of it if our knights weren't so occupied trying to keep their organization from igniting a revolution on our very doorstep.
Oh, snap.
Heritage Hill is blood on your hands, Justisher. You turn a blind eye, and look what happens.
It's not Animancy, but an ancient machine.
You've some strange taste in travels, friend. The height of your tales expands with every breath.
Honest, my word is my oath.
I had heard whispers of a new delegate set to attend today's hearing. I admit that your candor was mentioned more than once. Tell us what you saw in Heritage Hill.
Tir Nouneth houses an Engwithan machine that holds dominion over the flow of souls. It was this machine that made the district undead.
Even if it is as you say, we have testimony that a group of animancers had been spending time there. Surely their tinkering had something to do with this.
Their presence doesn't prove cause. This testimony is not evidence, it is a guess.
Animancy has many enemies. You need only look around this room to see it.
Haha.
You're missing the point. Everywhere there's animancers, there's disaster.
Same with knives, dude.
We all know what Widewind's legacy's really about. And it ain't about some sparkling saint from Creed Ceres who's mad because he took a stroll down the wrong bridge.
Ha! Wrong bridge indeed.
It's about a bunch of so-called intellectuals fucking with the natural order while the rest of us gotta suffer for it.
Is it, though? Should we not take the time to reach a clear conclusion? I mean, what proof do we have?
My son and daughter are buried beneath the floor of my house. We don't own no land, so that's where we lay them. My son, my wife let him slip when she was bathing him. Got water in his lungs he couldn't cough up. My daughter, we put her to bed one night, and the next morning she wasn't breathing.
Okay, that's
It ain't ending.
not Animancy's fault.
We still let these charlatans play God. There's your proof, you damn copper fucker.
Enough, Adric. Lady Dominel makes a point. If it's animancy, then why do the other states that permit the practice not suffer the same fate? Who among us can say he truly understands why the legacy has taken hold here?
Me.
Right idea, Watcher. Taking this hearing by the curly ones. Don't waste your chance.
Waidwind's legacy is the creation of the Leaden Key. Caedmon Azo's downfall was their work, as was the Tower on Heritage Hill. They want you to do this. They want Animancy to fail. I've seen them in the ruins of Glonfath, operating machines that disrupt and redirect the flow of souls. Near towns like Gilded Vale and Deerford, where the legacy is universal. As a watcher, I have heard their dead confess their plot. They are stealing the souls of the unborn.
Beasts. Another lunatic at the hearing. Did you remember to lock your sanitarium before you left, Master Barask?
She's the fucking Crucible Knight. I'm here with them. I'm helping their cause. Birth invalids until your womb dries. Fucked up. You shame your order, yeah.
You must know, friend, that the Leaden Key is a mantle for small-time ruffians and children at play. I'm not saying you're a liar. Not yet. But you'd better start making sense of all this. Help us believe you.
Oh god, that's so much text. The gods destroying Deerwood for science practice in many parts of the world. Leaden Key is real. They are foreigners from Adir. Let's say a lord is cuckolded by his wife. What? Oh, it's a clever response. What? Okay, I'm gonna go with honest because again, I've built up my honesty and that's good. So, if you know anything about me, you know this. I've been called many things, but never a liar! An honest witness is the best piece of evidence you have in this matter.
The only piece of evidence.
I'm defending you.
The only piece of evidence that doesn't send your kind to the
Oh
gallows,
wait,
you mean?
he's agreeing.
You've made an unexpected case, friend. I'll say that much. It seems we have a new possibility to consider, at the very least. How was it you came to learn all this?
I guess the Knights of the Crucible helped.
I see. I'm impressed the Knights seized such an unlikely opportunity to find an end to all of this. But these hearings are about more than Widewind's legacy, even though that is our most pressing concern. Let's say for the moment that I were to take you at your word that our friends in Brackenbury Sanitarium and their peers bear no responsibility for this curse upon my country. I'm curious, what would you do if you were in my position?
Okay, so I would allow animators to continue their work. They explore questions we all wish to understand. If we'd known more, perhaps this crisis could have been averted. Seems fair? Her face still. San Pellegrino looks your way and suddenly nods in approval. Animators serve their own ambitions and their own purses. Giving them this power is like setting a child loose in an armory.
Very well. That is all I wish to hear. Not just from you, but from everyone. Many days we've been at this. It is time we put it to rest. I want to thank the delegations for helping me collect my thoughts. And our new delegate, who has warned us of a new possibility that must be looked into. The time has come to choose a direction for the Deerwood. I am ready to make my pronouncement. Ramir D. Barash, representing the interests of animancers in Deerwood, step forward.
Your Grace.
Uh-oh. Hey, where'd the fucking guard go?
It occurs to me now.
No one sees this?
About animancy may not outweigh its value.
Forgive me, Your Grace. We will accept no judgment but our own.
What?
What's he doing?
No, wait!
Stop this at once!
Who's fighting who? Cool that I didn't stop that.
I've given you every chance to end this pursuit. Shall I end it for you? Another time. I am already late.
Cool that I didn't stop that. Oh, what? The words, "Shall I end it for you?" ring in your ears. You find yourself gasping for breath, struggling to keep your own balance. You drop to a knee and watch as Theos hurries out of the building. The world dims around you, and the screams and clashing of weapons fading to silence. All that remains are the words.
Shall I end it for you?
Shall I end it for you? Shall I end it for you? Ah! Theo stands at a pulpit high above an assembly of robed onlookers. You among them, clustered around a wide, circular pit carved of stone. He addresses a woman bound backwards over a large iron wheel overlooking the great stone maw. Many of the woman's fingers and toes are severed. Oof. And the bottoms of her feet are charred black. The skin on one side of her face looks like melted candle wax, black and red seeping. Ugh. And the angle of her back suggests a spine in ruins. Yet for all that, her expression betrays little of her anguish.
I am already at peace, Grand Inquisitor. Are you?
Haha. Her eyes are barely open and her words come between strangled breaths. But but they are steady, unbroken.
So be it. If you desire no end, you shall have none. I find you guilty of heresy. May the eternal prison bar your soul from passage, for it is beyond redemption.
He nods to a hooded attendant, who begins untying her from the wheel. Dominion of... what? You open your eyes to a beamed ceiling of the palace's grand entry hall. The clangs of metal striking metal waft in from outside alongside... Weird wording. The cries of the injured as you stagger to your feet. Theos is gone. San Pellegrino is standing over you, her eyes darting around the room before looking down and thrusting her hand out to grab yours. Her eyes glow with an inner light, her voice taking on an otherworldly timbre. Get up! Now! Off to one side, you can hear the clinking rustle of chainmail, and you look over to see a wounded guard slumped against the wall. He's trying to say something, seemingly directed at you, but at first it is too faint to hear. He gathers his breath and manages to rasp out a few words.
Lady Webb, she's the only... She must be told. She'll know what to do. Please, find her. Tell her everything.
The guard passes out and slides to the floor, still. Womp womp. Womp womp. Who could have foreseen that this would go so awry? Who could have guessed? Though, honestly, I gotta say, those guards, they did nothing. Flower collection, people gone missing. Sounds like a cipher job. Yeah, like, I feel like that was... like, super avoidable. Like, at the very least, when the guy started blatantly casting, someone could have been like, hey, thunk, and, like, shot him. Someone could have at least tried. At the very least, I could have tried. Like, when I saw Theos shoot his soul out like that, I could have been like, hey, thunk, or bang, or something. At least called out and been like, hey, bad news, something's up here. But no, just kind of let it happen. Uh-oh. Well, is she a... oh no, she's not a skeleton already. I was like, nah. Oh, Lady Webb lies still in her bed, an ornate cushion propping her back upright. The blood pooled beneath a gash in her chest is tacky and nearly dry. A shattered glass rests on the floor near her dangling hand. You can feel the faint aura of her fading essence in your ken. Reach out for it. You make contact with Yeah, you make contact and are immersed in a torrent of sensory input and experience. When it calms, you find yourself in the same room, lying in bed with a glass of brandy in your hand. Through the walls from the streets outside come the sound of screams and shattering glass, and the cacophony of an angry mob. You take a sip, and it warms your gullet. Across the room, the door opens behind a patient, steady push. Into the room walks Theos, the floorboards creaking beneath deliberate steps. You wait until the last of the brandy has trickled down your throat before you speak.
I was a fool to think I could tame these people.
You came closer than most.
A fine epitaph.
No worse than any.
You are concentrating, focusing with all of your energy. It feels as though you are diving into a stone wall over and over. But it cracks suddenly, unexpectedly, allowing the vaguest wisp of a thought to leak through.
What's in Twin Elms?
Did you pull that from my thoughts?
I've had time to practice.
Ah.
He walks over to a small table and raises a half-empty brandy bottle to eye level. He seems to approve of the selection and begins to reach for an empty glass.
I was saving that for someone.
Pity. You know this is how it has to be.
He replaces the brandy bottle on the table with care before approaching the bedside. He sits on the edge of the bed next to you. His words come freely, absent of all doubt. He draws a long, curved knife from his belt, smeared with fresh blood. With his left hand, he gently pins your sternum as he raises the knife in the other, its point dangling above your heart.
Prove it.
Theos slips the knife between your ribs and pushes it through. Layers of tissue separate with brittle, papery stiffness, and blood wells up around the blade. A pulse of reflex causes you to drop your glass to the floor, and you hear it shatter. With the last of your strength, you take his knife hand in both of yours, a question radiant in your mind. For an instant, to your great surprise, the pathway to his mind is left open to you, unguarded, and the answer comes. Simple, cataclysmic in its reordering of your thoughts. As Lady Webb, you feel as though you have the answer you've searched for all your life, but in your own mind, her understanding lies just beyond your reach. You look at Theos with wide eyes of someone seeing for the first time and draw your last breath as black velvety darkness descends over you.
Smoke rises above the city walls in billowing plumes that blacken the sky like a storm. Behind the walls, the riots rage on. Known patrons of Animancy are forced into hiding as looters ransack their estates and make off with their possessions. Animancers are torn away from their families and dragged from their homes to be stoned to death in the streets. Word had spread immediately that Duke Avar had been assassinated, and that an Animancer was to blame. The city wasted little time in exacting revenge, and little effort into evaluating guilt. In the center of it all, Brackenberry Sanitarium burned. And down the lane, Hodred House, the last bastion of stability in the Deerwood, had fallen silent.
Womp
Now
womp.
safely outside the city gate, your path points eastward to Twin Elms, where Theos is bound, for reasons that remain mysterious as the leaden key itself.
Yeah, that city don't look like that no more. I saw to that. Alright, so this seems like a pretty good spot to call this stream. Oh, as you cross the bridge, Eloth draws up beside you. The fires of Defiance Bay cast a shivering, flickering light across one half of his face. The other is in darkness.
Please stop. I need to tell you something.
Go ahead.
I have not been entirely honest about my motives for traveling with you up to this point. When I finished my training in Adir, I was introduced to an organization. All I knew was that they were opposed to the unchecked spread of animancy, and that they could guarantee me postings far away from the Seathwood my father and his Earl. At that time, it was enough. In the early years, I thought of them as many things. Hooded men, prudent teachers, the Leaden Key. Their rules were strict, but their guidance was clear. I sincerely believe they wanted to keep Kith from the folly of their own foolish ambitions. I came to the Deerwood a little over a year ago. My orders were to gather information on animancy in the region. A senior contact met with me every few months to receive my reports and issue new leads. She sent me to Gilded Vale to keep an eye on events surrounding the local lord, but I lost track of her shortly after that. I don't know if she was reassigned, killed, or sacrificed, the way you saw. At the time you met me, I'd been on my own for a couple of months.
What did you want from me?
I needed some kind of direction. After that scrape with the locals, I was ready to get out of town. But then you mentioned the hooded figures in the machine, and I was sure you were on the trail of the Leaden Key. And I was correct in a way. What we found wasn't what I expected. I knew the Leaden Key was trying to stop animancy, but I didn't realize how far they'd gone. Murder, sabotage, abandoning entire districts to shambling horrors. Now the whole city is up in flames.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked.
I'm still not sure about animancy, but I know I've been following the wrong master. Please, accept my apology, and my service. Let me fight with you to stop Theos.
Yeah, sure, bud.
And what do you really expect us to do with this too-late confession? Trust you on your word?
Yeah?
With all your supposed extra senses, you let this happen? How like a watcher to miss what's right in front of her eyes because she's too busy dancing in the ether.
A team can't survive without trust. All the same, I think he means it.
I still feel kinda attached, even with the betrayal. He's got this way of taking offense that I really like. Tough one.
I forgive you, Aloth, but I want you beside me, not behind me. I'm not asking you to trade one master for another.
That would be an honor.
Let's go.
Yes.
Okay, so like I was saying, let's call this stream here, because I think we just got to the next act, and we got some big shit done today. We fucking beat the White March Part 2 and that whole army thing. We fought and defended Caed Nua from a different army thing, and we watched a duke eat shit and die. And that's fun. And now we know that we gotta go to Twin Elms, which is Twin Elms there, this place. Which is where we need to go for San Pellegrino, and I know, what's-her-fuck, Sagini needs something over here, so we'll head over there and do that next time. But yeah, so thank you for watching, y'all. I love you very much. Remember, I'm streaming tomorrow. That'll be more Psychonauts 2, which that'll be fun. And Thursday will be something else. And then Sunday will be more Dead Cells, which has been interesting so far. And yeah, so thank you for watching. I love you very much. See you next time. Remember, Black Lives Matter. Defund the police. Bye-bye.